Casey Sussman here at the Performance Locker with another 9 to 5 survival guide. Today I want to talk a little bit more about kind of wrist, hand, elbow type area. This is an area that a lot of people who work behind a desk deal with. Can be a really painful area, partially because we adapt this really poor posture when we're seating, so we've lost all that tension from the shoulder. The shoulder's in a really bad position, which is going to negatively affect all the way down the arm. And then on top of it, we're kind of in that hunched position here. We get the wrist, and then we spend all that time just on that keyboard right there. So this is not an ideal position for the arm, and we're going to start to feel things in the hand and the wrist and the elbow and the shoulder along the way. We want to make sure that, especially those tissues in the forearm and with the fingers moving that much, that we have that ability to kind of open, close, and go through those full ranges of motion. So one thing we can do to kind of alleviate some of those tissues and make sure that we're getting good mobility and good movement within the forearm, which is going to help when we're spending all day on that keyboard, is we can take just a couple, I got 2 lacrosse balls here just because they're a little bit more dense, but tennis balls will work just fine as well. And all you're going to do is you're just going to kind of sandwich your forearm in between the 2 balls. So I got one sitting right there, and then the other I'm just going to put on top. I'm just going to use this to apply some compression, and this compression is going to create high and low pressure areas. So it's going to help to promote better fluid dynamics, better blood flow, because we have those high-low pressure zones. So I'm driving moisture fluid out, and then as I move the balls, it becomes a low pressure system, and that fluid's going to drive back in. So all I'm going to do is just kind of search around here, and I'm just sandwiching the arm between those 2 areas, and it shouldn't be hard to find some sticky or gummy areas that you feel like, ooh, there's a little bit of a knot or it's a little bit tender. And then once I get there, just kind of move the hand around on those spots. So I don't have to do a lot of the arm, just find those areas that feel nasty, and then just kind of open, close the hand, move the wrist back and forth, little circles, it just opens, and then I can even just kind of grind back and forth there, and then just kind of on and off those different spots. And I'm just looking for those sticky areas. And I can spend 1 or 2 minutes on there, so just a quick break. I don't have to leave my desk. And it's a great way to help to start to restore mobility and function down to the wrist, and perhaps alleviate some stress on the elbow as well.